So this video is on how to read for personal growth, personality development, and so on. So first thing that you do is getting clarity. Why are you reading? What is the purpose? Why do you want to read? That mindset, getting clarity with that mindset. Second thing, practice leads to progress. Progress leads to mastery. Eventually, it's a skill. Reading is a skill, and gradually you will improve in that. Then one thing that can act as a hindrance, these mindsets like, I know this already, what is written in that book. I know everything what is written in that book. I will apply it later. I have no time. What is the use of reading that book when I know that already? So this type of mindset, there are several others. You need to avoid them. Then the topic of the day. How to read. How do you read? So, first of all, get a book. Be specific. Now, getting a book, you're getting clarity. What is the purpose? Why are you reading? That will help you understand which book you will read. You want to read, you should read. So, once you get that book, decide the number of pages that you want to read. Either you can go through this approach, either you can follow that setting a certain amount of time, like suppose you set a time of 30 minutes every day and you dedicate it to focused reading activity. You can go through that approach as well. Otherwise you can follow this number of pages approach as well, and there are other approaches which you can follow as well, reading in your free time. So decide what you want to do. You want to go through that number of pages you want to read, or that duration of focused reading. Based on whatever suits you well, you can go ahead with that. So for it's good to start with minimum. If you do not have a strong reading habit, so it's good to start with 2 pages daily. And if you're going through that duration one, then it's good to start with 7 minutes or 5 minutes of reading. 5 to 7 minutes of reading, you can start with that duration frame. And gradually, when you see that, yeah, I can do it very easily, so challenge yourself for more, like 8 minutes. Like if you choose 2 pages, like go for 4 pages, go for 5 pages, like that you can do. Gradually, you can improve with time. Now, what is to be done after you have read that? Whatever you have decided, whether you have followed that pages approach or you have followed that duration approach, what to do after reading? Reading does not mean this is something you text and you just read it like this, reading. That's not good approach. You have to think, you have to write, and very importantly, you have to apply. Applying is the key thing here, and consistency, application of that action, what you have learned, what concept you have learned, how you have applied, or how you want to apply that thing matters a lot. So after reading, just after reading, what you do is think over it. Think over what you have read. Whatever you have read, think over it. Do some thinking. Then write a summary of that. And that summary should include important concept which you have come across while reading, and asking a question. That summary should also contain answer of this question. How can I apply this in my life, in my day-to-day activity? And then finally asking a very important question. What is the one thing that I can do today? How I can apply that? And that what is that one thing you can do today? Make it a part of your routine. So once you do it, once you make it a part of your routine, this is what I called reading. Because you learn, you take actions, and you improve gradually with that. Then this is like some advice I want to give. So reading 5 hours in a single day at all, you find, yeah, I'm too much motivated. Reading, you read like 5 hours continuously, or you read a complete book continuously. Definitely decide, depending on the purpose, what is the purpose? This can be interpreted in a different manner as well. But understand what I want to say using this statement. And this is one thing which you should understand. It is not what you do once or twice, one day you did, today you did, and that affects you so much. It's what you repeatedly do. That's what is affecting you. And to understand this, don't go to the words, go to the context. Understand the context and you understand the meaning and you interpret it very correctly. Okay, so the final time. So what you do after reading, think for a while. Think about whatever you have read. What is your idea? How do you agree with the author's idea? What does the author want to say? Like getting the context clarity of the author. What is it like? Why he has used so and so? Why he says so and so? Like understanding those things and highlighting important concepts. So read, think, write, apply, and repeat this process. Reflect, apply, and repeat. It's like a cycle. And once it becomes your habit, and read more books on that part as well, on habits. That's surely one thing you should do. So you will gradually understand what is the impact that it has on you, and you will see that your persona, your personality has developed.